On July 1st, PlayStation announced they would stop making physical discs for games on their consoles starting in 2028. The blog post, written by Sid Schumann, reads as follows. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers, in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released, or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends, as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or PlayStation Store. We remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. This statement is partially correct. In Q4 of last year, 85% of game sales for the PlayStation were digital, a statistic that has been increasing regularly. People have steadier internet connections now, making it much easier for games to be downloaded. However, this announcement comes after Sony has decided to remove 551 movies from users' accounts after the end of a deal with Studio Canal, with no compensation being offered to the users who are losing the movies that they bought. Some of the 551 titles to be pulled are The Graduate, Terminator 2, and the Paddington movies. The reason why this is relevant to them deciding to no longer support physical games is that if movies that you purchase can be taken away at a moment's notice, there is nothing in place to prevent PlayStation from removing purchased games either. This places consumers largely at the mercy of Sony. If players want to play a game, they could theoretically go to GameStop and buy the game. But that will just result in owning a box with a download code inside. Realistically, more and more users will be purchasing games through the online store, which is solely controlled by PlayStation. Why is that bad? Look at the current price of Immortals of Aveum on the PlayStation Store. It's $70 whole. During the Steam sale that is happening right now at time of recording, it is being offered for $6. Without competition from local game stores and resellers, PlayStation can charge whatever they want for a title. That is one of the biggest advantages of physical games. Once you are done with a game, you can sell it or share it with a friend. Getting rid of physical games means that you can't do that, which is ironic considering this promotional material they released over a decade ago.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
It all comes down to how to make the most money. If you can't share a game with a friend, you'll both just have to buy separate copies of the game. And if this practice kills off third-party retailers, that's fine too. The less competition for Sony, the better. As of right now, I do not believe that Sony is going to go back on its decision without major consumer pushback. So, if you'd like to protest this change before it happens, let Sony know your feelings on the matter. People are already voicing their displeasure across social media platforms. For now, buy physical copies when you can. And if you don't like the game, you can just give it to a friend. If you want more gaming news or to see more of the content that I produce, please subscribe. And if you'd like to join in on the discussion, feel free to join the Discord.